Welcome to the 5-part video series discussing important concepts related to installing SBM. As a review, we have explored the SBM architecture, prepared our servers, ran the server installation, initialized our databases, and logged in for the first time. This time, we will talk about SBM Composer, its installation, and how to connect to the server. Let's start with a quick look at the documentation. We will go to docs.microfocus.com, search for the SBM page, make sure we're looking at the right version, and click Install. This section of the documentation is under SBM Installation and Configuration, and then Client Installation. In the Client Installation section, you can read more about what Composer is for and how to install Composer. Okay, let's get started with a final look at our installation diagram. You will see Composer on the side here as a client. SBM Composer is the primary tool used by the SBM administrator to create and configure SBM applications. After changes are made, the administrator will typically deploy the changes to the test environment. During the deploy, the changes are sent to the repository first, and the repository copies them to the server. In other words, Composer connects to the repository server, and the repository server connects to the environment. After the changes are tested, the SBM administrator can promote the changes from the test environment into the production environment. It is not shown in this diagram, but the SBM administrator could also choose to deploy directly from Composer to the repository and out to the production environment as well. Let's switch diagrams for just a moment. Most people will bundle the repository with another environment. During this video series, we have been building a test environment that bundles the repository like this. This is the same idea we saw in the last diagram. Composer will deploy to the repository, and the repository sends the information to the test environment. It just happens that the test environment is on the same machine, but the process is the same. Let's go on over to our test environment for a moment. When you install the SBM suite, all of SBM, including Composer, are installed. You can launch Composer from the server by going under Start, then Microfocus, and then SBM Composer. Take note that we are on the server. To use Composer from here, you would need to remote into the server to access it. Composer is the primary tool that is used by the administrator. As an SBM administrator, you will spend a lot of time in Composer, especially when you first start. Because of this, some SBM administrators prefer to run Composer on their local desktop or laptop rather than remoting into the server for access. This is strictly personal preference. Just in case you would like to install Composer on your desktop, we're going to do that install really fast, and then we'll talk about how to connect from Composer to the server. Of course, the first thing you want to do is get a copy of the installation. One option is to get a copy from the server. If you remember, we unzipped the server installation onto our machine here. If we drill into this folder, you will see the client folder here. This is the Composer installation. You could copy this folder to your local machine and run this installer. Let's jump over to our demo laptop. Okay, this is our demo laptop where we will install Composer. It's actually difficult for me to transfer files from my test server to this demo machine, so I'm going to quickly download the installer directly onto this machine. We've already been to the download site a few times, so I'm going to zip through this part. We will go out to sld.microfocus.com and I will log in. We will accept the terms and conditions and the license entitlements. Our account is already selected here, so we'll go to the download page. We will pick our product. And we'll pick our product again, and we'll pick our version. Okay, in the bottom half of the screen, we will see our SBM client installer. This is the Composer installation. So we'll just come over here and click download. That will just take a moment. Now that the file is downloaded, we can go out and we will see the file here. And now we're ready to go ahead and start our installation. All we're going to do is double click on the exe file. If you get a security warning, go ahead and just click Run. Once the installation wizard starts up, you can look at the welcome page and click Next. On the user entitlement, you can read the license agreement and then click Accept and Next. On this page, you can change the installation folder if you want. I'm going to just take the default and click Next. Finally, we'll click Install. This will take a couple of minutes to run. We'll just wait for it to finish. For this version, the .inet Framework 4.8 is required for Composer. I do not have that installed on this demo machine, so you will see that SBM is going to download and install it for me. This might require us to reboot after the installation is finished. If it does, we'll just go ahead and reboot. When the installation is complete, just click on Finish. All right, let's go ahead and close out of some of these. Before we open SBM Composer, let's log into the repository. Remember, our last step is to connect the Composer to the repository. So as a good step, it's nice to verify that you can log into the repository directly first. To do that, we're going to open up a browser. We will type in our address. It is http:// the name of your server, and the port number, 8085 is the default, /mashup manager. It's MASHUPMGR. And we'll hit enter, and we should get the login screen in just a moment. On the login screen, we will use the same login that we used when we were logging into SBM. So that is our admin account and our same password that we used when we initialized our database. And we'll click Sign In. This is the SBM repository. So now that we have confirmed that we're able to log into the repository, we want to connect our SBM Composer application to connect to the repository as well. You may have noticed after the installation, we got a shortcut to Composer on our desktop here. You can also get to it from the Start menu under Micro Focus and Composer. Either one will work. So let's go ahead and start Composer and take a look. The first time you launch Composer, you will get this message about not being connected to the repository. That's because we haven't set it up yet. So for now, just click on Work Offline. Once Composer is open, we want to go under File, and we'll choose Composer Options down here. There are several options in here, but the important one we're looking at right now is the repository. So we'll switch to the repository page. On this page, we want to switch to Work Online, and we want to put in our machine name. This is the machine name where your SBM repository is hosted. For us, it is our test machine. So I will put in here SBM 12, that's my test machine. And by default, we will have the port number 8085. You might recognize this. This is the same information that we just used in order to log in through our browser into the repository. Then we'll skip down here to the username field and put in our same admin login information. We can click Test Connect if we like, and then we can click OK to connect. We are now connected to the repository. We can see this by the connection message in the bottom corner, and it tells us the name of our server that we're connected to. There are many other videos on how to use Composer. We're not going to cover that part today. That completes this video series on how to install SBM. Look for our other video series about installing and setting up AutoPass license server to connect with SBM, as well as other videos explaining how to use the different SBM features.